smaller teams with lesser resources than the Giants possibly qualifying for the Champions League? I know there was a predecessor of yours that said you just couldn't really see a club like Bolton. They'd take it if they ever got it, but would find it incredibly hard in terms of squad and everything else.
I don't think there's any doubt that, you know, for anybody to be in that top bracket with those elite clubs, because they are, with the wealth and the quality and the power and everything else that they have, then that would take an unbelievable effort from everybody. But I don't think it'll ever stop clubs aspiring to get in there and mix it with the very best. And I think you look at Everton, David Moyes, and they're a big club, there's no doubt about it, but he'd be the first to, and anybody who looks at that they've not had the resources. Again, that Moyes is a terrific man and an outstanding football man, so he's shown that with clubs of that ilk that it can be done. So I don't think it'll ever stop anybody from aspiring to be at that level. So, and ultimately where we are, we can only go from game to game, and that's all we're trying to do. I mean, we can't look 3, 4 and 5 months ahead. We need to go from game to game in the Barclays Premier League, and that's what this group of players are doing.
What do you feel it is about your managerial capabilities that sees you constantly enjoying success in good times?
Well, again, I'm only as good as the players I've got, and that's been the case from when I started at Falkirk with John Hughes when we were fortunate enough to win the championship. Had a great time at St Johnstone's, you know, and at Burnley. I mean, 2 special years at a fantastic club. But what we have to do is continue this hard work at Bolton as we're doing from January when we come in 19th. But that takes everybody buying into what you're doing. It takes a lot of hard work and it takes good players. And the players are giving us, and I say us because it's a collective effort, between myself and my staff and the supporters, everybody, the chairman, the owner, Eddie Davis, who's backed the club, you know, remarkably, as you know. So it's very much, I believe, a sense of togetherness and trying to take that on, and really that's where we're at.
Is there any news on Johan Elmander and contract talks?
Yeah, I mean, I think the chairman's had a very good meeting with Johan's representative, and they did a very good chat. And that will continue to be the case. And I've said before, I mean, I'm very comfortable with the situation with Johan because I have a player who's given me everything he's got on a game-to-game basis. And I do believe, my own belief is that if it was a club of a similar size as to Bolton, then Johan would probably stay at Bolton. If an elite club came in and were interested in Johan, then it's only natural that you would turn your head at that, and I don't have any problem with that. What I do know is I have a player that's given me everything he's got, and that will continue. And I think he enjoys being at the football club, he enjoys working with the manager he is. I certainly enjoy working with him, and I think in time that'll all unfold.
Do you get good vibes that he will stay?
Well, the vibes I get is that he's enjoying his football, and he loves being out there. He's playing with a smile on his face, as you see, and I think there's a lot to be said for that, because the grass isn't green on the other side all the time.
You allude to Ian Holloway. Is he a character that you admire and will enjoy competing against? Very
much so. I mean, he's somebody I've always got on well with. When I came down, obviously, to Burnley in the Championship, I played against his Leicester teams. We struck up a very good rapport, and I've bumped into him a few times there. And I just love obviously the passion, the enthusiasm he's got, and he's very much as he puts out this persona with his interviews and everything else. He's very much a deep thinker about football, and that shows in the success he's had. And the other great thing about him was he had a setback at Leicester. He went away, had a look at it. You know, where could he think to improve different areas, and he's come back, and it shows the results of hard work and the quality he's got with the job he's done at Blackpool, and they continue, you know, to obviously everybody's favourite at the start of the season. They were criticised this, that and the next time coming into the Barclays Premier League, and they've confounded the critics on a weekly basis, and they continue to do that, and they will, because they're led by one, a superb football manager, but equally a terrific man.